single audacious declaration had echoed from Gaza, proclaimed by Nathan, the enigmatic prophet, "Behold, the Messiah has come." And then the world exploded. News, carried by breathless messengers, fervent letters, and whispers across trade routes, ignited a firestorm across Jewish communities. From the bustling streets of Amsterdam to the ancient synagogues of Yemen, a singular question seized every heart, every mind. Could it truly be? Could he, Sabbatai Zevi, be the long-awaited Redeemer? The world was holding its breath, caught between skepticism and an overwhelming, desperate hope. In Gaza itself, the proclamations were fervent, undeniable. Nathan, with charismatic authority, formally declared Sabbatai Zevi the Messiah ben David, the ultimate Redeemer. In Jerusalem, a city eternally yearning for its Messiah, the news was met with a storm of emotion. Thousands gathered, their voices raised in joyous hymns. Sabbatai was revered, celebrated, adorned with honors. The air is thick with euphoria, a collective sigh of relief after centuries of suffering. People truly believed the time of redemption had arrived. The return to Zion was imminent, the ingathering of the exiles a foregone conclusion. Preparations began. Fasts were broken in joyous anticipation. Special prayers composed, and communities began to envision a new world, transformed by their Messiah. It was not just a belief, it was a revelation that reshaped reality. The dormant hope, passed down through generations, had finally awakened with thunderous force. The fervor was unprecedented. Letters from Nathan, detailing Sabbatai's mission and the imminent redemption, became sacred texts, copied and distributed with astonishing speed. Donations poured in, meant to fund the Messiah's journey to Constantinople, his confrontation with the Sultan, and the ultimate restoration of the temple. People abandoned their livelihoods, sold their homes, liquidated businesses. Why toil in a world about to be transformed? They prepared themselves, body and soul, for the pilgrimage to the Holy Land, ready to follow Sabbatai to Jerusalem and witness the dawn of the Messianic Age. Entire communities were caught in this intoxicating wave of belief. It was a phenomenon unlike any other in Jewish history, demonstrating the immense power of hope and collective imagination, fueled by centuries of longing. The world was literally turning upside down, all for a man known as Sabbatai Zevi. Of course, not everyone was swept away. Some rabbis and scholars, cautious and steeped in tradition, saw Sabbatai's strange acts and Nathan's radical reinterpretations as dangerous heresies. They warned against the hysteria, pointing to inconsistencies, to Sabbatai's past erratic behavior, but their voices, however learned or well-intentioned, were tragically few and quickly drowned out. The tide of messianic conviction was simply too strong. Communities faced immense pressure to conform. To doubt Sabbatai was to doubt redemption itself, to stand against the very hope of a suffering people. Who dared to be the one to question the promise of salvation, even when it seemed too good to be true? The sheer momentum of the movement, the shared emotional release, made skepticism a lonely and often dangerous path. For many, belief was not a choice, but a spiritual necessity. The movement was at its zenith. Sabbatai Zevi, once a reclusive figure, now stood at the pinnacle of an unprecedented global messianic fervor, the hopes of millions resting squarely on his shoulders. The world believed, it prepared, it waited. But what happens when hope this high, this absolute, this all-consuming, meets the cold, unyielding wall of reality? The stage was set for either the greatest redemption or the most profound disillusionment in Jewish history. Don't miss the next chapter as Sabbatai makes his boldest move yet, heading towards the very heart of the Ottoman Empire. Will he claim his crown or face his downfall? If you're captivated by this incredible story, please give us a like, share this episode with fellow history buffs, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single moment of the Sabbatai Zevi series.